Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think I talked about last night. I think Tech did a heck of a job putting this thing together. The crowds were awesome. I think you know when you have four schools that are really passionate about hockey and really well supported and histories. End up with a great event. And Grand Rapids is such a beautiful town. I think even for some of our guys, Joey's a Michigander, but he's been around Grand Rapids, but not all of our guys are from Michigan. For them to see Grand Rapids and how beautiful it is, and so that was great. And then tonight, I thought it was an awesome hockey game. I thought it could have went either way. I think you have two teams that played pretty similar and try to do the same thing to each other. And I thought our guys did a heck of a job, though. That's a tough team to play against. Well coached, disciplined, and that's a good one to have in our back pocket down the stretch here. That we can play different styles of games and still be a good hockey team.
Yeah, it's awesome. I think it's just a testament to what we do in the gym and on the ice every day, and we just take it day by day, and results happen from that. Yeah, it was awesome. They're obviously a really good team, really well coached, and there's just two good teams going at it. And like Coach said, it could have gone either way, but we just stuck to it, and the result happened, obviously. Yeah, I think all game we were just playing hard and playing direct and just getting the puck low to high and crashing the net. And then obviously it was a good play, low to high. I think Goo shot it, and me and Savvy were just whacking at it, and I ended up getting a stick on it and put it in.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think that was, if you look at all the goals that we were able to score today, right? It was hard to come by much easy ice. You had to get to the dirty areas, and you look at each one of them. I think Shouds' goal. Tommy made a good play, but Shoud stopped at the net and whacked it in. And Joey was second, third effort there at the net, and same with Ike. And that's kind of what happens in playoff type games, right? You gotta go to those areas. If you're waiting for like highlight reel goals, probably not too many of those are going to happen. You got to be willing to pay a price, and I thought our guys did a good job of that.
Yeah, it's obviously super cool, and we were so fired up for him. I think everyone was really happy to see it, and he puts in a lot of work each and every day. So it's good to see him get rewarded for it. Yeah, no, I think yeah, it's really cool. Obviously, last year we were close and ended up losing, but we just want to come in this year and play our hardest and try to win it this year. Yeah, I think we try to play the same way every game, but yeah, obviously with the championship on the line, I think both teams are going a little extra harder, and yeah, just two good teams going at it. Yeah, I think that we're definitely a really well conditioned team. The way we practice and then up in the gym, we work really hard, so I think it shows in the games.
Yeah, proud of them. I mean, it's not easy. That's not an easy area to get to, and again, playing against a strong team, a heavy team, and I thought our guys did a good job in front of Luca. Right, there was Luca's job is to stop the first one, and we got to make sure there's no loose change around the crease, and I thought our guys did a good job of that. But again, it's not a complicated sport. If you go to the hard areas and you're hungry, not that you're going to score every time, but usually you're going to get rewarded. Yeah, I mean, I think they really drive the identity of our team. They're team guys. They understand who they are as players, and they play to their strengths. And that's not always easy for young players, right? Everyone has visions of being on the half wall and being the drop guy on the power play breakout, and that's not everyone, and that doesn't mean you're not a good hockey player, right? And so I think all three of them are winning hockey players. They bring a ton of value to our team, and they seem to really gel well together and have some chemistry. And earlier in the year we tried some different things, and Savvy's on the wing now, so to open up a spot in the middle, and Shouts does a heck of a job there, and then you put the tenacity of Tanner Kelly in there, and the speed and competitiveness of Tommy, and it makes for a pretty good line. That was a heck of a pass, yeah, it's a heck of a pass. Yeah, for sure. I would love to tell you it was a drawn-out play, but they just did it on their own. So yeah, he played with some poise there, right? And Tommy's a gifted skater, right? He can dart to open ice, and so he was able to kind of go inside out and get in on a break. But yeah, for Tanner to pick his head up and make that play, and Tanner and Gooch, I'm really happy for. This is their last kick at the can at the GLI, and we talked about as a group, right? Is this for these two guys specifically? They've given a lot to the program, and it's not coaching changes and easy. You come in, a new coach, a new way of doing things, and they've really done a heck of a job buying in. It was great to see them get rewarded. Yeah, I think too. It's our sports a little bit. We look back at this is our third year as a staff coming, and we've really kind of liked the way we've played, and that's not to take credit away from anyone else, but you look at some of the games, we put up 58 shots one game and lost. We put up 55 shots one game and lost, and that's a little bit the nature of our sport. But I also think for our guys, we're building towards, and we got to still earn a spot in the NCAA tournament. But those little moments in games, it doesn't matter how much you're controlling the play, you got to stay locked in. And I thought, for both games, our guys did a good job of that.
I think it's just every day putting in the work. It's no secret. I think we just work really hard, and good things happen because of that. Yeah, I think so. Anytime you win a tournament, it's pretty fun. But yeah, I guess everyone's really fired up, and yeah, excited. I don't think we actually did.
Well, we iced the puck, and I think it was Katie's line. They were out there, and they're breathing through their eyelids, so we needed to get them a rest. So, and it was just, yeah, we know how to do this. Stay the course. We got to make sure we're playing behind them. And if you are, they're a good team. You're going to have to defend here. You do your job, and if you play in your own end, that's real hockey, right? That's okay. Just do your job. And but it mainly was because our guys were tired, and needed, they changed that rule where now you can change your line. So you call a timeout and get fresh troops out there.
All right.
Thanks, Joey. Yeah, no. I said it yesterday. If I'm a college hockey team, I'm begging Michigan Tech to be in this tournament. I think it's an unbelievable experience for your guys. You get to play in a tournament type atmosphere. I get it. Sometimes you're missing guys, but you also part of your responsibility is to have depth, right? So it gives other guys. Look at Luca, right? Trey's off at World Juniors and plays. The building's filled up, and I think it'd be awesome. It's not my decision. Obviously, it's Tech's tournament, but Western's, a premier program in the country, and they draw well. They got a great fan base right here, and I think that's what made it special. This year was, when you look at the four schools, that each one of them has a passionate fan base, and you can feel the energy in the building. And but I think when they started talking about going to Grand Rapids, everyone knew it was going to take some time, and it's good to see it taken. Yeah, again, those, yeah, it's above my pay grade, but I do think when you talk about the Great Lakes Invitational and the changing dynamics of college hockey, right? We used to always we were in the same conference with Northern, so we would play them. get a chance. So now their fans, our fans don't get to see us play them, or we don't get, you know what I mean? So same with Lake Superior or Westerns in a different conference. Like we all used to be in the same conference, and you would see each other all the time. So I think that is a key piece that's probably changed, right, since the tournament started. And but I know Tech, they do a thorough job. They're gonna put together the best tournament they can and do their research. And but we're again thankful to be a part of it. Yeah, I mean it's and I look back at my growing up, right, as part of my brothers and I kind of finding the love for college hockey. We went to Lake Superior games growing up, but to come down and see 4 different teams and we were wide-eyed, and every team, when you get the media guide and you start memorizing players' names. This is before the internet, right? So you didn't know much about guys, and to see them and watch them. So I think for our guys, you try to explain that to them, and our guys do a good job. It's just not about you, right? It's about trying to. Our guys are lucky to play hockey, and to get a chance to come here. I mean, it was packed. I think last night there was a pack of kids that they were asking for sticks the whole game. Give me sticks, give me sticks, give me sticks, give me coach. And unfortunately, we do have a budget, so we couldn't give them all sticks. But I just think that it's just bigger than just Michigan State, right? This is college hockey. This is the sport of hockey, and so yeah, it's definitely special, and I'm proud of our guys for getting the job done. Oh, I think they're all a little bit different, right? I mean, I think as a fan watching our team win, it was cool, and I've got to work in it at Comerica. I got to work at Joe Louis, and those were cool. Even though we didn't win, it was cool experiences. Winning with my brother was really special. I think that we had a great group of guys, and it was a proud moment for our team. But I think knowing what our guys do, you're with them every day, and how committed they are. Even going home at Christmas, right? You can tell that our guys, they put the work in, right? And that you shouldn't have to have a coach over your shoulder. So this one is really special. Yeah, great. I mean, it's we talked after the game. I mean, we talk about being a great teammate for Luca. Every time we're going into a game, I always tell the guy whoever's starting, and more times than not, it's Trey. And so I tell Trey he's starting, then I tell Luca, Trey's starting, and just to give him a heads up. And there's never an attitude, there's never moping, there's never pouting. He just always looks at me and says, "Coach, I'll be ready when you call my number," right? And I think that's a really good message for the rest of our group, right? Is you got to prepare for if your time comes, not when, and you don't know when it's going to come. But when it does come, obviously he was ready for it, and we know he's a great goalie, and gives our guys a ton of confidence. Awesome, yeah, awesome. Our guys are super excited for him, right? Because they're Luca's staying out after in practice. Again, he's not tripping over his lip. But he's also not surrendering, right? He wants the job. Like he's competing, and there's a balance there. And I think he's done a really good job of that. So for our guys, that was really cool. I think it was no secret who was going to get the MVP. He played great both games, and but yeah, that was pretty special. Yeah, I mean, we got to keep improving as a team, but for sure. I mean, you come into even just the experience of coming into a venue, and there's 3 other teams that want to try to win the thing, right? And that's no different than the NCAA tournament. And how you go about your business when you get there. It's we talk to our guys. We're not out here watching the other game and sitting in the stands and taping sticks here. We're here to win a hockey game and tune out the noise. And logistics are a little bit different, right? You're even today our locker rooms were right by Westerns. That could be the case, and so you got to just kind of focus in. But those are all again experiences that help your team grow, and I definitely think our team grew this weekend. Good, thank you.